son. Where'd you find this? Leroy Jenkins!
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
A few moments later.
You are now listening to Podcast 42, the world's most popular, inaccurate, and sometimes squirreled retelling of pop culture history.
If we're recording on the phone again, I don't know if I can do this.
We're going back in time, baby.
Back!
Gonna go back in time. Do, 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 do.
So the reason why we're actually going back in time, because this is the anniversary show. 1 year of Podcast 42. Late.
That's right. Yay.
Yay, like a good man, we're celebrating our anniversary late.
1 month late.
Wow.
Yay.
Because we just realized it was our anniversary.
No, I knew it.
It was in the questions.
Yeah, it was in the questions that when I wasn't here.
I was half paying attention.
The pub
All I cared
quiz.
about was beating Nicole.
I heard
Yeah.
you guys didn't do very good in the questions.
I did very
some-
good the first round.
Yes. The first round.
Not the
Yeah.
pod,
And then
not
it just went downhill from there.
Yes.
the podcast 42 questions.
That's the ones I'm talking about, the most important questions.
Nobody got one right. Jay
you
was
can't look at
very,
that.
very close with the date, though.
That's secret stuff.
Okay,
Don't
I'm
look
sorry.
ahead.
I had a few that I was close with. It was just certain things that, we talk a lot.
Yes. Oh, yes, we do. We're going to bring that up, actually. Who are you, by the way?
Oh, I'm JL Trost.
I'm Christopher DeVos,
I'm Nicole Fasone.
And I'm James Duncan.
Hi, everybody.
and you're listening to our anniversary show. 1 year.
So does that mean we could start it off the same way we start off every show?
With beer?
With beer.
Of
Yay.
course.
I don't want to.
JL Beer Cooler, it's cooler than you think. JL Beer Cooler, it's cool enough to drink. It's cool enough to drink, yeah.
Since when?
Since I've looked at the label of this beer and I know where it comes from.
Because it's the third time I'm bringing something from Genesee Brewery.
Now, one of them was okay, right?
No.
No, both of them were bad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so which was the first one? This first one was the salted caramel porter, right? Was that the first Genesee?
I believe it was the sort
Yeah.
of caramel one.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what
then
was
we
the
had to
second
add
one?
whipped
then?
cream
to
too.
that. I think the second one was the famous Neapolitan one. Wasn't that the Genesee
No,
one?
No.
it was something
It
else.
was a citrusy one,
It
wasn't
was
it?
Oh,
recently.
It was the orange.
And we didn't like it?
Was it the beach one? The orange beach something or
I don't
other?
know. It's on the website, but
Yeah,
I
What's
got
the website,
but
Chris?
it was not that good.
podcast42show.wordpress.com.
All right, just checking in case anybody else wants to look.
But I have my phone loaded up for
I'm looking.
what's happening tonight, so I can't.
What's happening tonight, Chris?
What's happening tonight is we're going to go over the history of Podcast 42.
Oh, my goodness.
But first, we're going to drink bad beer.
No, it's
Yes,
not going to
we
be that
are.
bad. All right, well, actually, we can't say that. Chris, what do you think of the label?
Pretty basic. It's a 1. Nothing special. Colors aren't even that
gonna
great.
rate the beer.
It says
But
cut-
how do you pronounce this beer?
I have no idea. Grungeist.
Grungeist.
You know what that is? That's the
what I-
sound you make after you drink it.
It might be. I think I'll take a sip.
It says 6% ABV, Genesee Pilot Batch Brew House.
Oh, Grungeist.
Grungeist. Grungeist Pale Ale. Says, this pale ale features the new German hop, Grungeist. Unique hop notes of citrus and passion fruit create an exceptionally flavorful yet clean beer. Is that what you guys think so far?
Negative
No.
Ghost Rider.
Do you know I gave one of these to Gary as a test run just to see what the reaction was, and he was too scared to try it until we did.
Really?
Oh, I
yeah,
do
it's
not.
still sitting in his
No.
fridge, and he's like, I don't want to touch it till you guys do. I want to hear your ratings.
It's like a beery juice.
I'm glad you said juice and not Jew.
He drinks.
Beer Jew.
Why would I say Jew?
I don't know. It just
Because
sounded
it's a
like
German
Gary.
beer.
Yeah, I was like, yes, it's a beer Jew. Tasty. And racist.
He drinks clown shoes all the time. There's
Yeah.
no way he can be afraid of this.
I don't know. All I know is there's a 6% ABV, so
So it's something.
maybe the more you drink, the better it gets.
All right, well, we'll tell you more about it at the end.
I'm so excited for our anniversary episode. We must
Yes.
have a lot of fun things to reflect back on.
I'm going to need your guys' help.
Okay.
I've forgotten it all.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So it started off with 5 guys shouting into bad microphones
With burgers and fries?
Star Wars, Batman.
at Faraz's apartment.
It did.
Oh, the memories.
On a round table with only 4 seats.
Yes.
Where one person had to sit on the couch, like the end of the couch.
The end of the couch, yes.
Yes.
Because Faraz refused
Can I just say
to get a 5th chair.
my favorite moment of recording is still when Kyle had the pizza delivered and we had to stop in the middle of the show for him to to get the pizza at the delivery.
Yes. Well, the show was you and me
And me.
James and Faraz, who Nicole replaced.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, you replaced him. I love it.
Oh my
And Kyle.
goodness.
Kyle.
And we all got together because we all had similar interests. And we all met at Faraz's apartment bi-weekly because of his schedule.
Yep.
And we didn't know what we were doing. Not that we know what we're doing now. And we just talked into microphones.
Yeah. And we used to keep Faraz up late at night, too, afterwards. He'd want to do homework, but instead we'd just play video games.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
We probably crushed his school career for that whole entire time he was on the show.
We got him shit-faced a few times as well.
Before the show even started.
There was the classic, no!
Does he still have that napkin from when he went out?
Yes. He does.
Yes.
He does. He puts it over the napkins. He puts it over the dishes in his dish drain.
Well, you'll have to explain that. What's the deal with the napkins for those who... Because you can't get some of those early episodes on
No,
Spreaker.
because he went out to eat and he really liked the napkins when he went out to eat the one place. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I'm taking one of the napkins.
No, he didn't take one of the napkins.
I
James took the napkin for him.
But he put it in somebody's purse to do it.
I did. I thieved a napkin for Faraz to make him happy.
Yes.
That's what good friendship's all about.
And he still has it.
And then he announced it to the world on the
Yes.
internet that he stole this napkin.
Yes, I stole the napkin for him.
Not even an hour later.
Yes. So that's where dinner with Faraz came, because often we would meet and go for dinner with Faraz beforehand.
Which,
Yes.
technically, I think that contest is still going on.
Yes.
Yeah, we never did complete the contest.
Win a dinner with Faraz.
It's still going on. We don't know what the rules are, but you could still win a dinner
Just-
with
yeah,
I
us.
just-
frequently win that contest because I always get to have dinner with him.
Oh, yeah.
I get to make dinner with him too. Like I made us scallops appetizer and then beef Wellington the other day. And
Chicken, wow, wow.
It was
And then
lovely.
they end it with pottery, like a ghost.
I don't want to imagine that. Because I imagine Faraz being the one behind.
Have you seen Ghost?
Nope.
Oh!
Shocker.
There's no surprise there.
So I have a clip of the very first introduction from the very first show, which kind of set the tone for the next 6 or 7 shows of how it was going to go.
Yay, let's hear it.
Hello, and welcome to the Annex. My name is Chris. To my left, we have Kyle.
Yo, what's good?
Next to him, we have JL.
Hey, what's going on?
And, of course, we got Faraz.
Hey.
Every time I get we practice that. We practice that. And James.
Good evening.
That is just lovely.
He's not Canadian.
So a couple things about that intro, which makes me laugh, besides the fact that Faraz said, hey, and then that was a running gag forever.
And even when he comes and guest appears, he still uses the hey.
Does he use the hey?
He still hays it out.
But did you notice I said, of course,
Yeah,
Faraz?
yeah.
Like
everyone knows who he is.
like everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
Of course. Faraz. He's on the show. You
Also,
know Faraz.
there's a
you don't know
main-
any of us.
You know, the classic thing at the beginning, that we weren't podcast 42.
No, we weren't.
No.
Because somebody had the bright idea. We're actually 2 shows. We were the Over the Line show, and then we were another show that we were starting. And I thought, well, how could we kind of tie them together in some way, shape, or form? So I thought, well, the annex of the Over the Line show. But then that never flew from anybody's mouth. It was very, I don't know, it didn't work. So it only lasted like 3 shows, I think.
So how did you come up with the name Podcast 42?
Well, we came up with the name Podcast Squared,
Yes.
Oh.
which I loved.
But,
Somebody else has it.
so then you had to come up with something else, which was,
Podcast 42.
and how did you come up with that?
Have you seen the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No.
Oh my god.
So you've never read it
Or seen the
No.
movie.
No, I've never read it or seen
That's
the
a common theme in the podcast as well, World.
Well,
Stop.
I mean, there's...
Stop.
But, I mean, for the people who are wondering how we came up with the name, if they haven't heard it before, maybe
Because
now is the time to say it.
In the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I forget who asked the question. To whom? It's been a while since I've read it. Somebody asked somebody, what's the meaning of life?
The Guide to the Robot.
Yeah, I figured it was a robot. And the robot came back with the answer 42.
Yep.
That's the meaning of
The
life?
meaning of life is 42.
Yeah.
So we're Podcast 42.
Yes, because
Podcast, the meaning
there's a
of life.
second
Yes.
there's a second book in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy called Life, the Universe, and Everything, which is kind of what we talk about.
Yeah.
So it all ties in.
It
See
does.
how it wraps neatly in
I
that little
do.
package with the bow?
I understand it all.
Good, because I don't.
But it makes a good name.
I'm looking.
No, you can't look at this. Oh, you can have that. Is that what you were looking at?
I mean, I was looking at it all, but...
So the very first couple episodes, we just kind of got together. Really didn't have any topics.
Shoot the shit.
We talked a lot about Star Wars and Batman.
Yes, a lot.
And Spider-Man. It was the 3 common, and then we banned
and
Faraz.
everybody's hatred of Tom Cruise.
Yes. Well, that was Faraz and Kyle's fault.
Yeah.
They would constantly bring up Batman and
Star Wars. Star Wars Battlefront, wasn't it?
No, that
Wasn't out
was...
then.
That was a lot
No,
later
it was,
on.
which Star Wars game? There was always a Star Wars game that came.
One of the very first topics was Faraz's TIE Fighter desk.
Yes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
TIE Fighter desk.
Oh, I like the
And it
TIE
also-
Fighter desk.
It was that. And that's also where we coined the phrase squirreling.
Yes.
Because we could never stay on topic.
And squirreling, that phrase kind of comes from the movie Up.
And-
Because Doug
Yes.
would talk, and then he would get distracted. He'd said, squirrel.
Oh, finally a
Because-
movie you can reference.
Yes.
Have you seen Up?
I've seen Up.
Holy moly,
I
it's
know.
only taken
I
a
know-
year.
I know, but you know the funny thing is, the first time I saw it was when I was on a Disney cruise, which was like years after it even came out. I saw the
With
very
Faraz.
beginning. No, it wasn't with Faraz. It was with my family.
And Faraz.
It wasn't with Faraz. But I saw it on the cruise for the first time years after it came out, and it was very good. And I cried. My whole family cried.
Oh, that's bringing us
Yeah,
down now.
yeah.
It's not bringing you down.
Why,
You
yeah,
it
guys
is.
are so dramatic.
Well, I have a clip of what it's like to listen to a show that has no direction.
Oh boy. Let's see how this goes.
Yes, and I don't have electricity either. Yes, that's true. You don't have electricity? Do you know how many times I've been asked that living in the US?
Why? Was that a thing? Was
Just
that common?
apparently in England we don't have
You
electricity.
don't have power?
Yeah,
So you just walk around with lanterns?
Fucking
Do you still
Americans,
ride
man.
in a carriage and...
I do. I have red coat. Yeah, why not?
You just go with anything they ask you.
Pretty much. I
like
agree.
that.
Why
Whenever
not?
someone asks me a stupid stereotype, I'm like, yes.
Actually, I think that would be hilarious if this country really started to go super downhill. You should just walk around with your red coat all day.
I'm finding a costume store. I'm sure we can find one with a nice hat, and I'll just walk around and
What is that hat called with the triangles?
I can't think.
Triangle hat?
Triangle hat, yes. Triangle
Walk around
hat
in the
with
triangle hat,
with
the
old
red
man
coat.
wig. Yes.
Get an old
Do you know
musket.
Faraz?
Is it a yarmulke?
What?
A triangle hat?
I don't think it's called a yarmulke.
A dunce cap. Oh, no, it's...
The dunce caps for Jewish people.
Oh, that looks like a pancake on the back of your head. This is like the the triangle with the front and the triangle on the side. I don't know. That's what you use trigonometry for.
It's like Captain Jack's.
Like a pirate hat.
Yeah. It's a pirate hat, essentially.
hat.
But it's not a pirate hat.
It's a pirate hat.
Okay, I thought
It's a
you meant they were
tricorn.
literally-
A tricorn?
Tricorn.
Googled it.
Did you?
Okay, thank
I totally just Googled that.
What's the name of a pirate hat?
What's the name? The question asked to Google.
It's a tricorn.
Tricorn.
Yeah.
C-O-R-N.
It was popular during the 18th century.
That's where we still are in the UK, the 18th century.
That's really where we are.
Well, after Beatlemania died, you know, you had to go back somewhere.
It's true. I mean, you know, you kind of look back in
Keith
the history
Richards was
books.
still alive back then, so why not?
I mean, he's a vampire, so why not?
Keith Richards is still alive today.
You missed the clip. We're not talking about a yarmulke. We're talking about the English hat.
Oh, okay.
And Kyle said, I think it's called a yarmulke. Direction was good. We had a lot to talk about. There was a really nice hummingbird that was with us the whole time as well.
Yeah.
I miss our hummingbird.
It's 5 drunk guys talking, and I got the hat completely wrong because the triangle hat, that was more of the American revolutionaries, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
We still
the
don't
British
know.
didn't wear that.
We wore hats.
And then 2, I said you needed trigonometry and you needed geometry. Yeah.
So we're still making mistakes like we do today.
Yeah, well, that's why we got the disclaimers.
But with a little more direction now. Not much, just a little.
And very first episode, you brought 2 beers.
2? What?
Yeah, JL brought 2 beers for us to try and drink.
He spoiled you guys.
Not really.
However, we didn't have a rating system. We just were going to drink some beers.
Oh, when did the rating system appear?
Rating system appeared in episode 2.
Episode 2.
I remember it upsetting Faraz very much.
Yes, Faraz did not like the
He still
rating
doesn't.
system. I have a clip of that.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Let's hear it.
All right, well, we got a new way we're going to do this week. We got a rating system, 1 through 6, although, Faraz, you had problems with that. What was the concern?
I didn't understand the 6-point system. It seems inaccurate. Until they give me the context.
Yeah, because what do you buy?
System would
You
be,
buy a 6-pack.
right. I think the context is always every
How
time
many
I didn't
can you
have the
drink
context,
in a proper scheme? Can you drink all 6, or would you just drink 1 and be done?
I don't think I could drink all 6 of anything.
That's because you're a lightweight.
Probably, yes.
Okay.
That's all right. I don't think I can drink all 6 of anything either.
What?
No.
I can go for a 6-pack of Corona.
Especially
I am too. I just had a birthday.
that IPA from last week.
I could still have
Yes,
that was your favorite beer ever.
I got through 2 sips, and I think I threw up. So, you have a 6-pack.
We drank it all, though, didn't we?
No, I didn't drink
I
it all.
drank it.
Kyle drank it all. Jail.
I was in.
I didn't finish mine. I think
I drank it over I
I gave mine to Kyle.
So, everyone's on the same page. You
Yeah.
have a 6-pack.
And we're going clockwise, not counterclockwise.
But that doesn't matter, but the rating. You have a 6-pack. If you drink all 6, 6 is great.
Right, but you also said it's one at a time, right? So
Yeah, we're going to do one at a time.
clockwise, not
If you want to do
counterclockwise.
clockwise, we can do
I
clockwise.
think clockwise makes more sense.
If you want to shake up the universe, we can do counterclockwise.
I don't think
get punched in the face, Roz. Just zip it. Just
I'm
zip it.
not sure.
Whoa. Let's move on.
All right, James, you're up first.
All right.
Irish Red.
Irish Red. Here I go.
All right, Faraz.
No, it's good.
That's how he's deep throating. That's one way to slam me down.
Told you to swallow. Since you can't see this, since it's audio and not visual, Faraz's beer overflew. It's not something.
It's not a Red Bull.
So what did you rate it?
I mean, I would give it a 6 for the reason it's rating system.
Yes.
Personally, I don't think I could drink 6 of them, but I would give it a 6.
Okay.
So why not give it a 1 then?
I don't.
That's the whole point of the ranking system.
I could probably drink 2 of them.
So you give it 2 then?
Well, we're just sticking to one system. It wouldn't make sense.
But like, you saying you could? Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
Well,
it's not because I don't like it.
It's not. If
I
you
don't
can personally
think-
drink 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I
is-
can't personally drink 6.
But
In
still,
regards
the
to
rating is
the
6.
system, I'd rate it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can give a movie literally 2 thumbs up.
I can understand that. It takes him forever to drink just one beer.
Okay, because I thought you were saying you could understand his confusion with the rating.
No,
4 hours later, Faraz had eventually understood the rating system and still disagreed.
No, because it takes him a while to drink a beer. But, so he was saying, I mean, I could only drink 2 of these, but that's only because he only would drink 2 beers in a sitting. It's not that he didn't like the beer, it was just he can only drink 2.
Yes, but that wasn't the point
that
of the
wasn't
rating.
the
I
question,
get that's
though.
not the point, but I'm explaining what his thought process for it was.
And then he had to know whether we're going in what direction. That was more important than the rating system.
And again, our quality of sound was still pretty epic.
Yeah, and we talked over each other a lot.
Yeah.
I
happens
would
when
say we
there's 5
talked
people.
over each other. You know, it was more of a everybody was talking at once instead of trying to talk over each other. Nobody knew when to talk, and
Yeah. Well,
when
that comes
not
with
to.
experience. I think all podcasts, if you go back and listen to their first couple episodes, none of them are
It was also kind of difficult with 5 of us trying to talk into a cell phone at once.
Yeah.
Or when we had the 4 microphones and 2 people had to share one.
That's right. We had 5 guys and 4 microphones. That was fun.
Which
Aww.
I always used to volunteer to share with Kyle because nobody could understand what he was saying most of the time anyways because he never really spoke into the microphone.
No, he didn't. No. He was always. That's why you kind of hear him in the background, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he wasn't trying to input anything. It's this, all the time. It was just you couldn't hear him because it was like, Kyle, put the microphone. You had to eat the microphone. We used to have to have the microphone in our, it was like, here, deep throat the microphone.
Yes, it was all very sexual.
Yes, there was a lot of love in that room. 5 naked guys around a table, sitting there drinking beer. Oh, yeah, we forgot to add the naked part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because Faraz's apartment was very hot.
Sometimes.
It is really hot. Oh my gosh, it really is. And every night I want to turn down the AC so much, and then he's freezing, and I'm like, it's still really hot in here. I don't understand how you're
visuals
sleeping.
of Faraz sitting there with just a hand towel over him.
He doesn't do that.
Oh, he used to.
No, he doesn't.
Well, I put together some clips from various shows of Faraz having to explain the beer rating system. Here's a montage of Faraz explaining the beer system.
All right, well, let's start off with the beer of the week. JL, what did you bring for us this week?
From Resurgence Brewery out in Buffalo, New York, I got a Blood Orange for all of us to try.
All right, do we need to go over the rating system for us?
1 through 6.
Right, 6 being
In
what?
reference to a 6-pack.
Okay. 6 being the best.
Right.
Okay.
Even if physically I can't drink 6 beers in one sitting.
Because you're a lightweight.
But this is the JL system.
Right.
Who can drink 6 beers in one sitting?
Experienced in this field.
Wow, 5 rivals there.
I don't think I've ever seen you make that face with a beer before.
No, not bad. I would definitely go with a 4.
Oh, nice. Oh, wait. Faraz, explain the rating system.
Do I have to?
Yes. There might be new listeners. Yeah.
6 out of 6 is a win because you can drink 6 out of a 6-pack. Even though some of us, like myself, can't drink 6 beers in one sitting. Is that good enough?
That was actually really good.
That was as clear as mud.
Nail on the hand. It was zero sarcasm.
All right, Kyle, you're next.
Me? Yep. I'm trying not to die this time.
All right, Faraz, can you explain the rating system?
Oh, it's a 6 out of 6 scale, or it's a 6-point scale in reference to a 6-pack. Do we have to go over why it doesn't make sense again? No.
It makes sense.
So 6 is the best. 1 is the worst.
So 1 being the worst, just like a 5-point scale, which would be more accurate, but we're using a 6-point scale because we want to reference a 6-pack to be cute. Is that good?
Yeah, that was way over-explained. Yeah. You just basically repeated what I said. So.
It did. So
okay. Why don't you try it first? Yeah, you go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
See how it goes.
All right, Kyle, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll drink the carbonated soy sauce.
Is it Szechuan?
Yeah, it tastes like carbonated Szechuan sauce. Yeah, soy sauce. I gave it a 2 out of 6.
Oh, you know what? We forgot to have Faraz explain.
Yeah, it's a 5. You don't know the rating system. It's a 5. That was a 6. I'm going wrong.
I mean, it's a 6, but not a 5-pack.
All right, Faraz, what's the rating system?
It's out of 6. Again, makes very limited sense, but it's because it's a metaphor relating to a 6-pack, in which case you're stating how many beers out of a 6-pack you can drink.
You know why I have you explain it? Because you're so uncomfortable explaining it.
And each time it's just more and more awkward.
It really sounds great when you explain it. When I said 5, Faraz's eyes lit up. Oh, we're going to a 5-scale system. Wonderful. And then, no, actually, we're wrong. I'm just, I've had one too many already.
All right, so you went 5. Yeah. You went 2.
2.
All right.
On a good day.
I can't technically drink 6 beers. Why can't we hear him?
Because they're recording on a cell phone.
Oh, boy. Oh, he's so cute. Oh.
The ode to Faraz and the beer system. I think that's why we persevered with it as well.
I really wish he was here right now just to explain the beer system.
Next time we'll get him in. We'll get him in for a beer explaining session.
He would come back and do another episode.
He
said he would.
Oh, he's
we
already
just have
signed.
to ask him.
He's already signed
Yes.
up for an episode.
Yes.
And when he comes back, I will let him pick the beer. He can bring whatever he wants.
Should bring that Dragon's Breath
as
one or
long
Dragon's
as he
Milk, whatever it
explains
was.
the beer rating system one more time.
But see, the problem is that Dragon's Milk one that we had, which was kind of like a coffee stout, was delicious. However, it only came in a pack of 4, so I'm
Doesn't
sure
matter. We still
that
get
would
a
throw a
six-pack.
wrench into the whole 6-pack rating system.
There have been a few times that I've only brought a 4-pack, and I went, we're not saying anything, we're just going with it.
Chris is rolling
Now
his
you're
eyes.
thinking. Now you've been dating the man too long. You're thinking like him. The point is, it's not supposed to be necessarily whether you could physically drink 6.
I know.
Okay.
Out of a 6-pack. How good is it? Would you be able to drink 5 of these? Would you get sick after 5 of these? Or would you get sick after 4 of these? And that's the rating.
I think the 5 people that listened to those early episodes, they tuned out after the rating system.
Yeah.
They only tuned in for
That's not true.
Which is
I
why
know
we give
2
our-
people that sat through all those episodes
and still do.
It's
But
your
this
mom?
is why we give the rating at the end of the episode.
Brian and
So-
Liza.
Yep. Oh, Brian. Hi, Brian. We haven't said hi to Brian in a long
Yeah,
time.
hi, Brian.
Brian's been our number 1 fan forever.
I love Brian.
Liza's our number 2 fan.
No, I think Nicole's mum won.
I think, yeah, she's been taken over by Nicole's mom.
Yay. Hi, Mom.
So we move on in history, and we
Where do we go?
lose Faraz.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
And we lose Kyle.
Oh.
Yes.
So we lose the apartment.
Yes.
No.
And we move to
a cardboard box out in Claremont.
No, a bunker in Claremont.
Yeah.
Yes, we dug a hole in Claremont with a cardboard box, and we decided to record in the hills of Claremont.
I was trying to be clever, but that intro never worked out really well either.
The bunker.
There was a lot of words that meant nothing.
Yeah.
Coming to you live from a bunker deep in the heart of Claremont, Florida.
I mean, it made sense, but the thing is, if you know Florida, you don't have bunkers here.
Right.
Unless
Or hills.
You just
Actually,
have
no, we have
sinkholes.
hills. I live in the hills.
Well, that was the ironic thing. I was going for irony.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't dig down. Florida's too sandy. You can't. We don't have basements.
You have to go up.
Here in our sinkhole in Florida.
Yeah. You only dig down when the earth decides to dig you down.
Mm-hmm.
By
Natural
opening a
selection.
giant sinkhole.
When you're done listening to this, here is something else you can sink your ear holes into.
I'm Don Wrinkle, and everybody's got a podcast. And if you're gonna listen to one, In Poor Taste is the way to go, because it's very greasy.
This is Bill Lawyerson to tell you that In Poor Taste is the podcast you should listen to if you want to get sued.
I'm Big Jim, here to say if you listen to In Poor Taste, guess we'll give you a Christmas handy.
It's in poor taste. It's definitely not a comedy podcast. And it's definitely not educational. And it's definitely Australian. Stop asking.
Hello, I'm Giorgio Casadoro, and this is my brother.
Fativa.
Come on down, In Poor Taste. We're taking back and polish your jewels.
That's us.
South Hills, Pittsburgh.
Born and raised.
Listen to In Poor Taste on the Podsberg Network. www.podsberg.com/InPoorTaste for all of your edutainmentional podcast needs.
If you guys said they were fun.
This is Joe Jewett and Jack DeVos from the Over the Line Show on iHeartRadio.
Winner of the prestigious Talk Radio Pinewood Derby, and you're listening to Podcast 42.
So then our shows actually got better and more structured, and I have some numbers actually. I call this Podcast 42 by the numbers.
By the numbers.
Because I was trying to be clever. I was going to do a bunch of clips and I was going to edit up the shows, but we talk too much.
Us talk too much? Never.
Come on.
We sit here in silence.
Imagine a clip show of us. It would take forever.
So I actually needed like a team of 10 people to help me do all the clips if I wanted to do them right. So I got a few more clips, but not as clippy as I wanted to be. So I got these instead. So Nicole's first show, from what I figured, was on episode 13.
13.
Your first real show.
Unlucky 13. Whoops.
But what's interesting is Gary's first show was also episode number 13.
Oh.
The
We
hair metal
introduced the
show.
Jews at the same time?
Yes, that was a double Jew show.
Was that the hair metal show?
No, I don't know. I should have wrote the title down.
No. That was earlier. Gary joined us earlier than Hair Metal. That was when he'd been at least a couple of times.
I'm only asking because that was an episode where it was just me, Gary, and Nicole.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes hard to keep all the episodes straight.
Oh, no. That was
I kind of quit
that.
looking at numbers for what
I don't think
episodes were.
the first show that I was in was just the three of us, because then who would have been here to record? Chris had to have been here.
Yeah, no, I was here.
Yeah.
And Nicole originally was just going to come on and just kind of give us the facts that we couldn't remember, because anybody who listens to the show knows that I get a lot of facts wrong. And so she was just going to come in and look on the computer, but then your role grew and grew and grew.
Because I became an integral part of people making fun of the uneducated girl in pop culture.
Well, no, that's not your role.
That's my role.
It just happens
All
to fall
you guys
that way.
do is make fun of me and how I don't know anything about the stuff we're talking about.
Really? You're going to crack open one and not share?
Yes.
But you're also learning.
I am learning. I finished watching Empire Strikes Back. Yeah?
It took you more than one sitting?
Yes.
How does it take you more than one
Because I
sitting to
started falling asleep when I we started watching it in the morning when I woke up, but I woke up really earlier than I normally do, so we were watching it, and then I was getting tired, so we stopped it, and then we started it again, and then I finished the whole thing. And I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed The Force Awakens. That's the first movie, right? Yes?
No.
Which one's the first movie?
A New Hope?
Okay.
Did you really just say that?
Yes. See? And you're making fun of the girl who doesn't know anything about pop culture.
We're going to get there. We're going to
We'll get there.
We're going to get there.
But I finished 2 of the Star Wars movies.
And how did you like Empire Strikes Back?
I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Well, how many crumpets would you give it? This
What's
is a big one, because Chris is now looking at her like you might punch you in the face.
Okay, it's out of 12 for crumpets.
Yes, it's 12 crumpets.
You have to say it louder so everybody can hear you.
It's a 12 crumpet rating system.
Okay.
One crumpet being you'd eat one of them, 12 you'd eat 12 of them.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it's my rating
That
system.
doesn't make any sense.
It would make more sense if it was a 10-point scale.
Oh, jeez.
I would give it an 11.
Wow.
It's not my cup of tea being science fiction, but I thoroughly enjoyed watching Luke get trained by Yoda and Yoda getting frustrated because...
Stop, because we're going to do an episode where you describe the movie. So
Okay.
don't.
11.
Yeah.
You've been cut off.
Also, seriously, come on. 11?
That's a good rating for Nicole.
That's not bad.
For a movie that really has none of my interests,
I know, it wasn't realistic enough for you.
it wasn't.
It's not like Mr. Miyagi
Yoda's
was
a
training
puppet.
Luke Skywalker or anything like that.
He was a puppet, and he was a puppet in The Last Jedi, too.
I know.
Yes, he was.
But when I watched
But
A New Hope,
yes.
when I watched that...
A New Hope.
when I watched that, Jabba the Hutt was CGI, so everything is just totally backwards. So I was like, but Yoda was definitely a
You're being
puppet.
cut off because
Okay,
we're going to do a whole...
Sorry.
That's a whole nother show.
Anyway, so
I got more
I
numbers.
joined the show and everything became wonderful.
Yes.
Is what we're talking about.
Keeley appeared on episode 26.
Oh, dearest Herb.
She rated
Give it a 6. I'm drunk.
Yes, that's how she rated the
Yes.
beer. It didn't matter. It was alcohol. Tara made an appearance on episode 12.
She was rating if Aladdin was hot or not, right?
She actually talked enough to have an appearance credit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We pulled her in here for something. I think it
Yes.
was a debate we were having.
Yes, it was on whether or not you could rate male animated characters as hot or not. And you were asking about Aladdin, and she said, no, he's a street rat. I remember.
Yes.
Oh, she remembers.
Yeah, you got a good memory.
I know.
As of this episode, there is roughly 49 plus listening hours of podcast.
Holy
42.
moly.
And that does not include the ones that haven't been released yet. That's the ones that you can actually listen to.
So it's more than 42 listening hours. Ha!
He was the only person. that laughed.
We have tasted 45 beers, now 46.
Yay!
Yeah.
But we only rated 43 of them.
So we have to go back and do the old 3?
Yeah, we should if we can find them
Yeah.
again. We should go back and rate them. 33 movies have received an official Crumpet rating.
33? That's a lot.
There have been more movies that have received a Crumpet rating, but only 33 of them have been official
Because
Crumpet ratings.
James can only give the official, right?
Yes.
Well,
or
so-
he
and-
can deem it to be official.
But he's also done more than one per episode. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, that still all counts.
What?
There's no one movie.
I didn't know
rule.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Just as there was no one beer rule.
No, I was
In
saying.
fact, I will rate a movie for you right now. I rewatched Civil War the other day. I haven't watched it for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that one for me, I'm going to give it a 10 crumpets because I really enjoyed it again after a good couple of year break.
Yeah.
I liked it more than Black Panther, which is going to make JL cry. But moving on.
No. I haven't seen Black Panther.
And actually, on Friday I went to see the Lion King musical, and I felt like again I was watching Black Panther.
How was it?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
You felt like the Lion King was Black Panther?
Yes.
Why?
Because
You
his
need to see the movie,
dad
Chris.
dies, and then
Chris,
he has
you
to
need
go
to see the
through
movie.
Okay, it's a
thing.
rehashed plot. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Black Panther was amazing.
Visually beautiful. Just an hour too long.
All right. Well, I have one more numbers. Can you guess which is the most downloaded show as of this recording?
I know.
I know too.
The history of Nickelodeon.
Yes.
The history.
Oh, I
Which
thought
part?
Part 2.
Part 1.
Part 1.
Dang it.
I wasn't going to say because I saw your sheet.
What was the most? What was that magic number? Do we know, or just is it just 3?
Three
is
three
the magic
downloads.
3 downloads. Thank you.
3 downloads.
Thank you, Schoolhouse Rock.
3 downloads.
Thank you, Nicole's mom, Brian and Liza.
All right. Now I got a surprise
Surprises.
because we're actually we're already halfway through the show.
Oh my god.
Holy moly.
Only halfway? Wow.
You bored of us already again, Nicole?
Yes.
One thing that we don't do anymore, but we used to do, is we used to have new and unique sponsors.
Yeah! Have we got a new one?
I thought he was going to say homework.
Yeah, me too. I was like, Nicole's going to sing the homework song.
Yes, we do. Oh, yeah, do the homework song. We used to do homework as well. What's the homework song?
Did you do your homework? Then say I did my homework.
I did my homework.
I did my homework. And if you did my homework, then say I did my homework.
But the homework was an evolution to now topics.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it was our stepping stone.
Yes, it was practice.
It was good. It was
We
always
did really
fun.
good at the homework.
I loved our homework.
So we have some funny old sponsors to listen
We
back
have some
at.
funny sponsors to listen to.
We have to thank
and
them for-
we have, for this show only, a brand new sponsor.
Wow. We have to thank all of these
yeah.
old sponsors for getting us where we are today.
Yes.
And the dude from McDonald's.
Here's just a couple of them. I think this is JL's favorite one.
I know exactly what it is.
All right, well, before we start, I had to stop and get gas. And when I stopped to get gas, I picked up a sponsor.
Oh, man.
Yes. So we have a new sponsor for this week.
Is it 7-Eleven?
It's not 7-Eleven, but we have to do a live reading.
Okay.
So this is a surprise. You guys have not seen the copy for this live reading.
No.
We're going to do it cold.
All right.
All right. Everybody has a part.
Great.
Even you, Nicole, you have a part.
Excellent.
But I need you to read your part in like a sexy woman's voice. Do you have a sexy woman's voice?
I can try. I mean, if you look at my history lately, any sexy woman's voice I've been putting out has not gotten me far. So
Can you channel like?
Maybe she just hasn't been putting out the sexy woman.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
I guess we'll find out.
Can you channel like Kathleen Turner?
I don't know who that is.
Jessica Rabbit.
So,
Think Jessica Rabbit.
I will channel sexy. I'll do my best.
So
Okay.
say
Oh God, I don't like being set up for this.
say Fruit Loops like sexy. Say like Fruit Loops like that sexy.
I'm having more
It's
fun
sexy
listening to you say Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
That's good. That'll
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. This is our new sponsor this week.
God.
All right. Don't turn it over yet. I'm passing out the copy.
I don't trust this.
Okay. We're gonna turn over the copy in 3, 2, 1, and start.
New from the makers of Truck Nuts.
Gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, now we're gonna have to start over.
Okay, I've got this.
All right. Let
It's on me. That's what she said.
All right. Let Nicole breathe. Breathe.
Oh.
Truck
Breathe.
nuts she did.
Breathe. All right. You ready? This is live read. People are
Exactly.
going to pay us money for this sponsor. All right,
You've
here
got
we go.
this.
James, go ahead.
New from the makers of Truck Nuts.
Truck nuts.
Come, Truck Nuts taint and grill ass.
Grill ass.
No longer will your truck nuts be lonely, because now you can add truck taint and grill ass to complete your set.
Complete your manhood.
Truck taint just snaps into your truck nuts.
I have my mom listen to this, right?
Tell your mom not to
It's going to
listen.
snap into your truck nuts with our Easy 2 kick system.
JL can't make it through.
It's a
That grill ass on the front of your vehicle. The ultimate finishing look.
Dude, I've never seen you so red.
It's a huge butt for the front of your truck.
Truck taint and grill ass are available at these fine retails.
JL's gone.
Happy's Recycled Tire Emporium, Walgreens, and McDonald's.
Just walk in and say, give me a cheeseburger and some grill ass.
I don't think we're going to get paid.
Nope. Thank you, truck nuts.
Look at him now!
He's still right around thinking about truck nuts.
He's still laughing just as hard.
Oh, boy.
And that was truck nuts.
Oh, the memories.
Still as effective today as they were then.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
Oh, boy.
You know it's a good ad when it still has the same effect. How long later?
Never been able to recreate JL on the floor
No.
laughing. Here's one more.
All right, so on to now Chris's sponsorship.
All right, ready? Flip it over, and JL starts.
Have you ever been caught in the rain, hungry, and with a desire to protect your shoes?
Now you can do all three with the revolutionary new product.
Sausage.
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 Sausage!
Galoshes.
It's made with 100% meat byproducts and fits over any size standard shoe from 7 3/4 to 13 1/2.
No more worrying about soggy shoes with this extra soggy, extra tough sausage.
It doesn't say extra soggy.
Extra, I don't know. Don't worry about it.
Get it together, guys.
All right, no more worrying about soggy shoes with its extra strong, extra tough sausage casing to protect them.
And as soon as that monsoon is over, just rip the galoshes right off your shoes for a tasty treat.
Your dog will be jealous,
Your shoes will be dry.
and your mouth will have no idea what's in it.
Sausage.
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 Galoshes, available at Sears, Howard Spittoon Emporium, and McDonald's. Just walk in and say, I want a 12-piece McNugget and some meat for my feet.
I think we might keep that sponsor. That was a little better.
Yeah, James, we lose it. This one's totally on
Yeah, that's
you.
me. No more worrying about soggy sausage.
It's soggy sausage. That sounds horrible. No one's going to buy that.
Well, I got some sad news.
What's that? Are they not our new sponsor? Space Cookies?
No, Space Cookie's not our new sponsor, and Sausage Galoshes went out of business.
Oh.
That's James's fault.
Yeah.
So,
He did an awful job.
No, it was you too. You couldn't keep it together. You were hysterical laughing. You can't just pawn it off on James.
I am going to pawn it off on James because I contained my composure a lot better than James did.
I don't honestly
we'll
think
have to
it's
re-listen
anybody's
again.
fault. I think it's the product's fault.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't think anybody wants to eat their galoshes.
Maybe it was the writer's fault.
Well, wait a minute.
Except
It's
it was-
sausage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd wear them and then eat them. Of course I would. It's sausage.
Yeah, well, I think only like 3 people bought them, so...
Well, we know one of them.
And then after he paid all of us, that was his entire budget.
So now he's living off of his sausage galoshes. At least he's getting fed.
But somebody messaged me on Facebook, and we have a new sponsor this week.
Wonderful.
So let me pass out the copy.
Can't look.
Can't look until everyone gets their copy. Okay, and Nicole, you're starting off.
Awesome.
You might want to try that sexy voice again, although it's not super required, but it might help the read.
Is that me or Nicole?
So it
We
depends.
prefer Nicole.
Okay.
Nicole. All right. And 3. Why are you breathing hard?
Because I need to keep my composure about me. Because
Okay.
this usually results in us laughing hysterically.
It's like you're scared. All right.
Scared.
Go ahead.
Nothing scares me.
Start it off.
Are you tired of all of those dating sites that don't work? Are you tired of people pretending there's someone they are not on the internet? Well, maybe you're not tired of that at all. Maybe that's what you're actually looking for. We have a new dating site just for you. I want to dateatroll.com.
Hi, I'm a man pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a man.
Sounds hot.
I also live in my mom's basement, and I'm 37 years old.
Ooh, tell me more.
My avatar's a half-naked anime chick.
Ooh, I want to dateatroll.com.
Hi, I make hateful comments on YouTube's, blogs, and, well, YouTube mostly.
You sound dreamy.
I hate everything, and I'm afraid of the mailman.
I want to have your children.
Oh, my hands are sweaty.
Hi, it's me again. Did I mention I only wear shirts with the Xbox logo on it?
Did I mention I'm only 13?
Ooh, yes. I want to dateatroll.com. Reach for the sky, Jeremy, and join now. After you sign up, just head to McDonald's for some free Wi-Fi and say, I want to dateatroll.com. Why do we go to McDonald's for all of our sponsors? Are they the secret sponsor behind all of this?
I don't know. Ever since they switched to having breakfast all day, I understand why we go to McDonald's.
Okay, touche.
Oh, guess what?
Awesome.
What? We got a new sponsor.
Yay!
Yeah. Hard to believe.
I know.
This sponsor emailed me. They're fans of the show. They listened to the show last week, and they were like, oh, my gosh, we need to sponsor you this week. So we didn't get any money from JL.
Nope. Still waiting.
We dropped JL. But
I got paid in beer.
And this sponsor would like Nicole to solely read it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I'm
the
worried.
sponsor requested you specifically.
Okay.
This is slowly becoming the Nicole show today.
Yeah. She scrolled us
Doing
at the beginning.
intros,
Exactly.
She's probably going to do the outro. She's
See,
reading
that's
about
why
our
you guys have to be
sponsor.
nice to me, because what would you do without me?
Get a new
Oh,
roommate.
gosh. Hey. I just dropped our sponsor.
Drop the copy.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right, when you're ready.
All right.
Ooh, this sponsor's
All
not going
right.
to like that.
When your cat is feeling dapper and he has to use the crapper, cat tuxedo, cat tuxedo. When your feline is feeling frisky and he wants to get super busy, cat tuxedo, cat tuxedo. When your cat licks his junk and he feels like a Hasselhoff hunk, cat tuxedo, cat tuxedo. When your cat is sleeping all fancy and is dreaming of biting Tom Clancy, cat tuxedo, cat tuxedo. Cat Tuxedo is available at Amazon, CVS, and you can also just bring your cat over to McDonald's and go through the drive-thru and order a number meow, which will be a large side of fries and an extra medium Cat Tuxedo. Thank you for sponsoring us, Cat Tuxedo. Can I have a size medium because the large was too big for pickles?
Oh, wow. You guys were really able to get me to say anything you wanted, huh?
Yes.
Still can.
For the most part.
You're like the Ron Burgundy of our team. You know, if we print it, you say it.
Yes.
I like how
I'm Ron Burgundy.
we just kind of roll with it. Like a lot of podcasts, they'll have to edit everything out, and we just kind of leave in the mistakes. I think it kind of makes us unusual and fun to listen to.
It makes
Apart from when you don't make
authentic.
mistakes.
How often does that happen, though, where we don't make a mistake?
We make lots of mistakes.
Never. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody ever trips up on the words. Aluminium.
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 Adamantium.
Hey, that might be a clip. Hold on.
Oh.
So, in the spirit, we're going to revisit the
best bloopers.
The commercial.
We're going to have a new sponsorship for
We
1
have
week
a new
only.
sponsorship for this week.
Yay!
Besides Ecosia.
Hi, Ecosia.
And who's reading this sponsorship is going to be James and Nicole.
Yay, buddy.
But it was written specifically for you as an audience because I think you're going to enjoy this.
Oh boy.
JL's
Do you have to
audience.
share?
No.
If there's no truck nuts or
Don't
grill
turn yours
ash, you
over
might
yet.
lose me.
Don't turn yours over yet.
over yet.
Nicole, you're just this last part here.
Oh, okay. So I have
The
almost.
very last sentence is
Okay.
Nicole.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Words upon words.
So here's our new sponsor.
Oh, God. I'm just looking at what my cue is going to be.
Yes, you're gonna need deep breaths.
Alrighty. From the award-winning makers of Flume and Flax and Fizzle Bluey, come the next big thing in children's jaws. It's Starex-Ax. Yes, Starex-Ax. It's a fun, it glows in the dark, and it's safe and non-toxic. Your children will love it. Our toy company has been bringing you great toys since we were first introduced to Julia in 1832. Since then, every year we're designed to bring you fun, educational, and innovative toys to your children, including Jojo Pijo and girl's favorite Geek Up. Starex is a fun for everyone and comes in 3 popular colors: blue, red, and magnolia. Yes, magnolia. It also comes in 4 shapes and sizes, including square, coolish, derpy, and blingablurp. And act now, and we'll throw in a zippity-doo derping in a gap for free.
Starex-Ax. Find it wherever you find popular children's toys, or you can go to McDonald's, drive out to the drive-thru and say $15 an hour? Bitch, you better get my Big Mac right and also give me Starex.
James, you did awesome. None of those words were real, but you got them all right.
That was impressive.
That was impressive.
See, give me made up words and I get them right.
all of that.
Brava. Brava, sir. Cheers.
Let JL read the copy now.
Jojo.
I miss our sponsors.
They may make an appearance. You never know. This show is always evolving. Always moving forward.
Always evolving. We used to do the Troll Theater a lot. That was a lot of fun. We obviously recently revisited that, which was a good time.
JL's still happy. You tickled his funny bone again.
That's amazing. So, that leads us into some bloopers.
Yay! Here comes the
Like
James
bloopies?
Hour.
Like Orlando Bloom's bloopy, or just bloopers?
Just bloopers.
No, we don't want the Orlando Bloom again.
I want Orlando Bloom's bloopy.
Does Faraz know?
No.
He does now.
I'm not going to tell him.
He will when he listens to this.
He's not.
So I only pulled 2 bloopers because, like we said, we don't really edit the show when we make mistakes. We leave most of them in. The first blooper actually was featured on the Blunder Dogs podcast, and it's James trying to pronounce the word aluminum.
Aluminium.
And
but it's not spelled that way.
Aluminium.
But it's not spelled that way.
Oh, I lost it all. The Blunder Dogs is like a clip show, like America's Funniest Home Videos, but they take podcast bloopers. And we actually lost.
Yes.
Even though I think we should have won because we actually had a real blooper. The people who won, it's a good podcast, but they just burped into the mic. But we did win the Twitter poll.
If that was the case, we would have won a long time ago.
All right, so here it is. This is James trying to say aluminum.
This character and the earliest character run in conjunction for a couple of years in Mississippi and Louisiana, and they were commercials for the Ledco Aluminium.
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 It's aluminium. It's like aluminum. Adamantium.
Well, it would be what you're saying if it was N-I-U-M, but it's I-N-U-M. So you're really not saying it right.
I'm saying it right.
No, you're not.
I'm saying it in English.
Well, that's wrong.
Is that really how they say it in English?
Aluminium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not neum.
You have aluminium siding on your house?
No, we don't have any of that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So what do you have? Bricks?
I mean, what more do you... So right back where I was saying, the Ledco Aluminium siding,
Oh, my God.
a company that would provide estimates for placing aluminium siding on your homes, not aluminum.
So Blunder Dogs was like, oh, well, at least he stuck with it.
Yeah.
Which is like, well, you must never have heard our show anyway, because
I know.
we always stick with our mistakes.
They became one of our friends. They want us to come back again sometime.
So we just have to keep making mistakes.
Well, we have submitted
so
another
we just have
blooper.
to talk normal.
I don't think we're going to be on again until their season 3.
Yes.
They do have another blooper from us.
They do indeed.
But it's not this one.
My clip 7.
Nope. That's not the right one.
That's not it.
No,
Crap
not
that
the right
clip
one.
out, Chris. We're not for laughing.
And here's the blooper.
Massachusetts hates a condiment on fries?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Wow, you're really good. You've been in a lot of states.
That's kind of surprising.
I'm just
You
guessing.
hate
I'm guessing
food.
things that I don't like.
I'm going to say that's surprising because, mayonnaise is a staple in lobster rolls.
What did you just say?
Mayonnaise.
You did not say mayonnaise
Yes, I
before.
did.
You said mayonnaise.
You did say it funny.
Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a staple in lobster rolls. How else do you make a lobster roll without
You can do it just plain and then just do butter.
That's true.
Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
It's not the same to just do a lobster roll with butter.
Why not?
It's not, because it's supposed to be creamy. It's supposed to be like a salad, like a
Says
potato
who?
salad. Like
What
Says
ingredient
who?
would you use?
mayonnaise.
Well done. You've learned how to say mayonnaise.
I've learned how to say mayonnaise.
That was great.
Wow, you're still sounding it out every syllable.
No, because there are some times when the New York hits me and I say sauce.
The New York?
And it's like, yeah, the New York hits me and I say sauce, and it's like, that's not how you say sauce.
Because at Long Island.
Yes.
Is that how you
And
say
Brooklyn.
mayonnaise in New York?
No, it's not how you say mayonnaise in New York. I mean, I'm sure I could put an accent on it, but I'm not going to, because it's just more fire to the flame.
Oh, mayonnaise.
That's all right. We could do 6 hours of bloopers on all of us.
Yeah, I'm sure we
So.
could.
No.
Yes.
Everyone but JL. JL never makes mistakes.
Oh.
Unless he's doing a live read.
That's exactly right.
Well, I want to thank you guys because I appreciate you doing this with me. Something I look forward to every week. And it's been really cool. And our numbers have risen a lot here within a year. I think I joined a lot of podcast groups, and a lot of those people in the groups are like, how do you get people to listen to you? How do you do this and how do you do this? I'm getting frustrated because no one's listening. And our stuff consistently grows. The group grows, the downloads grow, the listenership grows. So it's been awesome. Thank you, guys.
And
Appreciate it.
saying growth, this week's number is 951.
Oh,
We're
it's
in-
gone up 6 since this morning.
951 members in the Facebook group.
Yes.
If you are 1,000, you get socks.
You get Podcast 42 socks.
Or maybe a dinner with for us.
So we want to rate the beer?
Do we have to?
What's the rating system?
Has it gotten better since you've drank more of it?
You know, I finished mine. Either way, it's still 1 to 6. 1, meaning that's all you're ever going to have. 6, you're going to drink that whole 6-pack. At the end of this, I'm giving this a 3.
That was what I was gonna say. It grew on me. I hated it, and then all of a sudden I went, oh, I can drink this. And then I just had the last little dribble of it and went, yeah, it's pretty crap, but I can still drink 3 of them.
Yeah, nope, at least 3.
You know what? I'm going 3 too.
But you could drink 3, but would you want to drink the 8?
Yes, because
I would get sick of it after 2.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
But this is the best one they've given us.
But honestly, out of all the ones that we've had, James is right. This is the best we've ever had.
I think I would have gone 2, but considering this is the best from this brewery, I gave it one more notch.
Well,
All right.
it wasn't the gross beer.
Pretty good consensus.
So good job, Genesee.
Yeah, we've actually got you above. You've managed to.
This is the first time I think it hasn't been unanimous ones.
Yes.
Grungelgeist.
Grungeist. Yes.
And it's fun to say. All right, let's open up the emails.
Emails, yes, we got emails.
Let's open up the meat. Meat for your feet.
If anybody would like to email us, it's podcast42show@gmail.com. 42 are the numbers. You don't
Where's
write.
thebeef.org?
No. Podcast42show@gmail.com. Pickle Rick 74 said, thoughts on the upcoming Infinity War? Excited? Bored? Predictions?
I've already made JL cry over this.
Stop! You're going to do it again.
It was during the Star Wars.
I had to put my mask back on.
I made him cry because I said, we all know the captain is going to die. And he went,
Spoiler alert.
But we all know it's going to happen.
No, not everybody knows it's going to happen.
You can see it from the trailer, apparently.
Can you?
I don't think so. I just think it's common knowledge in the comic book world and everything else. Cap's gone.
But not everybody reads the comics.
But
some people only do the movies.
If you go by the original Infinity War comic, a bunch of people die.
Yep.
Cap was one of them, but they were all resurrected at the end. With that being said, Cap may die. My big prediction, War Machine's going to die.
Yeah.
I think they're taking out War Machine. I think Vision will die somewhere in the movie, but will be brought back by the end of it.
And I think the Resurrection Stone is key. Because I think you're not going to see the good guys come back. You're going to see all the bad guys
Yes.
come back.
I think we're going to get villains back that haven't been seen in a while.
I'm not excited about it at all.
Oh.
To be honest, I'm kind of getting tired of the superhero movies. I know. And we got to start with their origins every single time. I'm still going to go see it because it's what? How long have we been building up to this movie? 9 years?
2000. So 18, right?
18 years, really?
Not really. If you look at it, like, they're really going on the big 10 years for Marvel. Like,
Well, this
for
is
their movies.
phase 3, right? So
it's going into phase 4.
Yeah, so this is it. So but you think Iron Man #1, when was that?
2007.
So we were at
2008.
Okay, so yeah, so but the build-up has been before that, so
it's been too long of a build-up. I am excited for the New Mutants. I think that's going to go in a different direction than we're used to. I don't think it's going to be very successful.
No, I don't think it's going to do well, but I like the direction they're going. They're going with a more horror feel to it.
It's different.
They're doing something different. I don't think it's going to rejuvenate the X-Men franchise in any way, but given the cast and what they're trying to do, I think it's going to be a very entertaining movie.
Is Disney doing that, or is Fox
No,
doing
it's
that?
just a total Fox movie.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm excited for a new superhero movie.
Okay, well, you can be.
Do you know which one?
No.
Anybody?
Venom?
No.
Captain Marvel.
No.
Aquaman.
Plastic
No.
Man.
No. Incredibles 2?
You can. That's good. That's a good one.
That's
we like Incredibles. I
It's
just
been
don't
a
know why
long
it took
time
them so
coming.
long.
I know, because they had to do every single fiber on Mr. Incredible's shirt. Like, Pixar is super in detail.
I don't think that's it. They probably waited for a good script.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be good.
I'm excited for
Although
it.
It's going to be good. I think it's a little late, but I think it's still going to be good.
I mean, Toy Story 3 was pretty late also, and it still did phenomenally.
But Toy Story 4
but it also had 2 movies as a backstory and a giant fan following. That
Did Finding Dory do really well?
Yes,
And
but-
how long
yes, but
was
not
that?
as well as they expected.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Tina emailed us at podcast42show@gmail.com saying, I hate Katy Perry. There, I said it.
I
Anybody?
don't. No.
No?
I used to have a fanboy crush on Katy Perry.
Ooh.
She was the dream woman for a long time.
What do you mean hate Katy Perry? Do you hate looking at Katy Perry?
No.
Do you hate looking at Katy Perry? What do you hate about Katy Perry, Tina?
I don't know.
I've said hello to Katy Perry.
Have you?
Yes. I said, hi, I know you. And she went, hi, I don't know you. And I said, that's because you're famous and I'm not. And that was my whole conversation with Katy Perry, and it made her laugh.
Was it your place of employment?
Yes.
Ah, that's interesting.
And it was hilarious because I made her laugh, and we walked along with our days, and I went, yeah.
She may have said, "Oh, I recognize your voice, but I don't know where."
Yes.
That'd been cool.
I have been watching How I Met Your Mother. I finally started getting onto it, and I just watched the episode where
Wow.
she had her cameo.
Yeah.
And
Nice to meet you, John Ian, all these years.
It's
Yes,
only been
I know.
10 years behind.
But everybody's been pushing me, and I finally watched it.
Don't
and I'm
worry,
finally there.
I've watched like 2 episodes, and that's it.
Oh, it's really good. I definitely recommend it. Now
Chris
that I'm
doesn't like
finally
sitcoms.
into it. And I saw her episode where she was the the cameo, and she was the
Ooh,
really
that's her
dumb.
role?
She was the dumb girl who believed just about anything. So Barney was able to give her all of the lies in the book that he could come up with, and her joke was, "Oh, honey, like I don't really feel comfortable giving out my social security number to just anybody, but it is the Prince of Nairobi. Oh, honey, like you just feel so sorry for her."
She kissed a
So
girl and she
horrible.
liked it. That's all I know.
Yep. The taste of the cherry chapstick. I mean, it's alluring.
Mm-hmm.
Great Big Bob emailed saying, first off, love Mel Brooks. Second, love Gary. Third, you said Bill Paxton was the president in Independence Day, but it was Bill Pullman. Who
That
made
is
that
true.
error?
Oh,
You did
me.
it. You did it.
Yes.
It was Chris's fault.
Yep.
Way to go.
Oops.
See, that's what
Don't
happens
use it
when
in a
we're
book
around.
apart.
I meant, don't use it.
Yeah,
in a
please
book.
don't quote us in any schoolwork. Don't use podcast 242 as a reference.
I meant Bill Pullman, and I was picturing Bill Pullman in my mind.
But Bill Paxton's in everything, so you just thought him?
Yeah, and he's dead, so I wanted to pay homage.
And you did.
I did. I wanted to bring his memory back.
You gave him more credit. Oh, what a
Well,
nice.
that's it for the emails?
Yeah, that's it for the emails.
Well, I think our work is done.
Again, a year and a month late.
It's been a wonderful year, or less than a year, because I've been here less than a year. But from what I've been here, it's been enjoyable.
You were here for the shows people could hear.
Yes, you've been on the...
Yeah, you did miss some of the excitement, but it's still been awesome.
You miss Kyle eating pizza in front of everybody.
And wings.
Damn.
And not sharing.
But I was partially responsible for that good episode with Faraz after Dinner with Faraz.
Dinner with Faraz was a classic one.
Because I went out for drinks with him multiple times before we actually went to dinner. And
So you're the one who got him drunk before the shows.
I didn't get him drunk.
Sure.
I was
Involved.
getting drunk with him.
I think that week was my fault. That was when we drank old fashions and I let him loose.
I don't know.
on my
There were a
phone.
few of those times.
Was
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was because that was the night that we went out to dinner.
Yes, and then after that we drank old fashions.
Oh, if you drank after that, that was not my fault. Yeah.
Drunk
I was
Faraz was funny Faraz.
Yes.
He was a very focused Faraz, too.
Yeah.
He has already promised us a guest appearance for Pub Quiz Part 2.
Okay.
Ooh, weren't you going to do Star Wars politics?
Yeah,
also?
he can still do Star Wars politics. So,
So
to
much
wrap
to
it
go
up, does
over.
anybody have a favorite episode of ours?
You should have given us our homework for the week.
That actually is my homework one. It was Captain My Captain was one of my favorite ones.
That actually, I was worried about that one, but it actually turned out really good.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, I had no idea going into it, but our Big Brother episode was probably one of my
Big
favorite
Brother
ones.
was awesome. I would love to do that again.
That's on the schedule.
Yay!
But you know what the best part of Big Brother was?
What was it?
It's you getting mad that your guy got voted out.
You know, and it was just one of those things. I went in totally blind, no idea what was going on, and I think that's why it was so much fun doing.
Yeah. I think my favorite episode is the one with the shower thoughts. I laughed
That was
very
funny.
hard at that one.
Yes, with
And-
Derpy.
Yes.
If it was,
Oh, Derpy.
If Goofy was named today, his name would be Derpy.
Yes, that's my favorite.
The fan fiction theory was another one. That's always been a good one.
That's a good one. That's going to make an appearance again.
Yes.
Right, what about you, Nicole?
Gosh, I don't know. All of those are really good.
Bob's Burgers, maybe?
Orlando
Bob's
Bloom's
Burgers was
Blue Peach.
good. Any of the ones that I've suggested have obviously been by Bob's Burgers, Mel Brooks, Nickelodeon. I can't wait for us to do Pokemon, because I know that's going to be coming up eventually. Pokemon are amazing.
What was your least favorite? Oh, hang on, there's too many.
There's a lot. There are ones that I really did not care for at all.
Yeah, we
because I
know.
just didn't know anything about it. Like the hair metal one, I didn't know enough to contribute, so it
That's
really didn't.
most episodes, but still.
Yes, well, everybody look forward to the episode where I explain the Star Wars movies.
Yes,
'cause
that's gonna be awesome.
amazing.
We're going to have to watch all of them?
Oh, I liked when you guys made fun of me playing South Park. That was fun.
that was great.
I think that's my least favorite only because it would have been better as a video stream.
Yeah.
It would have been, but you know what? All the jokes against Nicole were really good.
We'll figure it out.
One day, we'll get back to it.
I do like the episodes where we have dueling beers.
Oh,
when
Gary's one, yeah.
around.
Really?
The
Those seem
Hanukkah-
really long, though.
They are
The
long.
beer segment's long.
But I do enjoy having dueling beers because we do get to say exactly how we're feeling.
I think also our Christmas episode, which you weren't here for, Nicole, was hilarious.
Christmas episode was really good.
That we had a lot of
Christmas
fun.
of technical difficulties.
Yes, that was good fun.
The Star Wars episode was good.
Recording halfway, or
That was the Hanukkah dog.
Yeah, we couldn't get it to record.
The episode where we had the no cord to charge the computer.
That was a good
Oh,
one. Yes.
that was great. Which
The
one was
greatest
that?
outro ever.
We gotta go, we're losing power! It's saved, hurrah!
Oh,
podcast 42.
If only Ecosia knew who they were sponsoring for sure.
Well, happy anniversary, everybody.
Happy anniversary, baby. Got you on my mind. That's a song.
Is it by who?
I don't know. Who's that by?
Neil Diamond.
I don't know who that is.
I don't think it's by Neil Diamond.
How do you? It is by Neil Diamond. It was the B-side to America.
It's like a disco song, isn't it?
Nope.
Yes, and he went through a disco phase, kind of like Kiss had a disco song. Everybody did a disco song.
Okay.
Everybody did disco.
I didn't know. Well, where can you find us, Nicole?
Sorry. You can find us on Spreaker. Listen to us on Spreaker.
Are we Kung Fu fighting?
Because if you listen to us on Spreaker, we will get paid for it, and we'd really appreciate some money. But you could also find us on iTunes Podcast, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play.
All the stuff.
Everywhere you find podcasts, you should be able to find us.
And just remember, if we get paid, it goes towards better sound and better beer.
Ooh, we'd appreciate the better beer.
Genesee delivered this week.
It moderately delivered. It was middle of the road.
Says
it wasn't
the girl
delivering.
who drinks Pabst Blue Ribbon like it's water.
I do not drink PBR. Where do you get the idea that I drink PBR?
It's in your fridge right now.
BS. Is there PBR in our fridge? It's not
No.
mine.
No, there's no PBR.
There's no PBR.
There's a
Says
VCR in the
James.
fridge, but I don't know what that's about.
I
That's
don't
for
know
next
it.
week's episode.
That's
VCR in the
weird.
fridge.
That's weird.
Yep.
All right, who are you?
I am James Duncan.
I'm Nicole Fasone.
I'm Christopher DeVos.
And I'm JL Tropes. Bye.
Bye.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Happy anniversary.
Got you on my mind.
You are no longer listening to Podcast 42.
Some of the stuff you just heard might have been embellished, made up, or just plain incorrect. In other words, don't use this show to write a book report with. You will get a bad grade. Just like all the hosts.
But I'm not done yet. JL's Beer Cooler is written and performed by Cremo. Cremo is an award-winning actor and musician. For all things Cremo, including more great music, visit Cremo.com. That's spelled Craymo. He is on Twitter at Cremo. Facebook, just search Cremo Music, and also on YouTube under, you guessed it, Cremo.